The year is 1959. You are invited to spend a day with the County Borough of Bury Fire Brigade and the personnel who, at that time, were serving with the brigade. For the benefit of everyone, names will be mentioned wherever possible. This morning, the parade is taken by Bill Archer, the Deputy Chief Officer. The night watch, who have spent the last 15 hours on duty, are dismissed. Blue Watch, the day watch, this morning is to be inspected by Mr. Andrews, the Chief Fire Officer. Fred Waywell, Arnold Walker, with boots like black glass. Joe Openshaw in the background, and now speaking to Fred Waywell. Alt Williams, Roy Rhodes in the background with Jim Hall from Wormsley. The Deputy Chief Officer now requests turn out for drill with the new appliance that had been issued to the brigade earlier that year. HEN 999 was one of the early new type water tender appliances. It carried 400 gallons of water and 2 high-pressure hose reels. Paradise Street as it was in 1959. The Chief has requested a foam drill, and Bill Slade is quick off the mark with the hose. Water on, says Bill. Okay, says Fred. From the look on their faces, the senior officers appear to be satisfied. Harold Park, Station Officer. This elegant piece of apparatus was a Leyland Metz turntable ladder, supplied to the brigade in 1935. It gave valuable service throughout the war years on the blitzes of Manchester and Liverpool. The man in charge of this drill is Sub-Officer Holman. Sub-Officer Holman takes to the ladder while Bill ensures the machine is operating satisfactorily In the meantime, Arnold Walker has made his way inside the building to the roof, where he will be the person to be lowered down by sling and line. Here comes Arnold, somewhat puffed. In 1959, most of the personnel serving Bury were ex-National Fire Service members, as was Jim Hall. Other members of the brigade were, in the most, ex-Army, Navy and Air Force personnel who had decided after the war to continue in a disciplined service. The ladder, when fully extended, is 98 feet and was in operation long before the new type snortels appeared in the early 60s. Quite satisfied, the day now continues with general duties, one of them being hose washing, with bags of elbow grease, long before the days of automatic hose washers. Arnold and Jim Unsworth. Bill Slade, breathing apparatus, worker and operator. Weekly tests on compressed air sets that had just been introduced to the brigade in the mid-50s. Prior to that, we'd been working on oxygen. Jimmy Hall from Radcliffe, the greatest spud basher in the business. He was billet man today, and by the look on his face, was enjoying every minute of it. The cook, in action, working hand in hand with the deputy manager, catering manager, Frank Devonport. Bill Waywell doing the weekly routines on vehicles, all vehicle checks, very keen, lock nuts. All duly recorded after each inspection. Alt Williams from Haywood, later to go to Bulawayo, doing hydraulic tests on extinguishers. Fire prevention in 1959 was extremely limited, mainly to goodwill advice. Later, fire service law was become part and parcel of fire service routines and responsibilities. Joe Openshaw, the best window cleaner in the business. Weekly checks on civil defence equipment. And petrol returns, essential by Station Officer Parks. The control room, the heart of any fire station, manned throughout the 24 hours of each and every day of the year. Today, the watchroom man is Granville Hickson. When the red phone goes, he moves. Man overcome by sewer gas. We're of Peel Mills. On with the bells, and everybody springs into action. This is what the job is all about. Emerging Special Service, 2 appliances, heading down the rock as it was in them days, long before pedestrianisation. Now heading down Bolton Street and turning into Castlecroft with Bill Waywell behind the wheel. An agitated Jack Skeets playing the part of a sewer man, trying to get the crews to get down and rescue his friend, his pal, as quickly as possible. But they cannot go until they've donned their breathing apparatus. Joe Openshaw and Wilf Allman enter the sewer. On the surface, Harold Parks takes in charge and gets the appliance in line, ready to haul the man aloft when they find him. Arnold with the line. Whilst the new Minuteman, a new idea in resuscitation, is made ready. Kenneth Hindle, sewer victim. Time is running out. They must hastily make their way back as safely as possible with their patient to the foot of the ladder. His mate Jack Skeets looks quite relieved. But he's breathing okay. Quite pleased with themselves, the rescuers, in a normal day's work, comes up to the surface. Summertime up Wormsley. A gentleman minding his own business on a delightful walk on a sunny afternoon. The man in question sees the fire, Fred Waywell, Jim Hall from Wormsley. Fred Waywell again, Jim Hall. This part is being played by Mr. Andrews' his father, Arnold Walker, Bill Slade, and that is it for dinner for the time being. An everyday event in the fire service. Out, hose reel to work. Rescue by Ajax ladder. Change to main line with Noble Branch. One of the most essential incidents of any fire is the collection of merchandise within the building. We call it salvage. Evening once again. It is 6 o'clock and time for the evening parade. The day watch has been on duty for 9 hours since 9 this morning, and the night watch will be doing a 15-hour stretch until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Frank Hewitt, Bill Waywell, Bill Archer, off go watch dismiss. Wee glimpse of Harold Anderson there, Joe Openshaw. You have seen a typical day in Bury County Borough Fire Brigade as it was way back in 1959.